Having Unique Infinity in exclusive my company have allowed me to learn so much about new developments. We are every day here in the construction site, right in front of the plot of Lomas Unique. And what I want to shoot a video today is about the whole process of the new development. Every stage and every advance in the construction. This is one of the best opportunities I had in my career, to get the chance to be hand to hand with the builders, with the developers, and to come every day to any specific building and to see it grow is for me very, very important for my career. You know, I am very interested about the new developments, about investment, and we are here in the plot at the phase 2 of Unique by Top Gestión, and this video will be about all the stages that a new development go through, and we will see it straight away. The first stage in any new development will be the pre-sale stage. Before any builder, any construction happens in the plot, the developers always start what we call the pre-sale process. Normally, the developers start in selling even before the construction license. Normally, they apply to the license, to the project, and as soon as the town hall approve more or less what they call the urban license or the construction license urbanistic. This part is when they know that there will not going to be any issue from the construction license and they can proceed with the sales. Meanwhile, they wait for the law and all the bureaucracy associated with the construction license. So in that pre-sale stage, we don't have an exact completion date. They haven't spoke with any construction company and they are just waiting for the town hall to finish the paperwork. In that gap, that is normally 6 months of the pre-sale, their prices are more attractive, but you don't have an exact completion date and you don't even know if it's even going to happen. If half the case is very rare, but it happens to me once in one project in Estepona that the client reserved on in the pre-sale stage and the building just never happened. The second stage of the new development commercialization is when they finally got the building permit and they already have an exact completion date because they agreed with the builder to have an exact date to deliver the keys. They sign a contract with the construction company. Sometimes the developer is the owner of the construction company, which is the case of Top Gestión. Top Gestión have ALSA, which is the same owner as the developer, and they have more control about the timing, about the construction progress, and that's a big guarantee, to be honest. In that case, once you have the building permit, you finally can start building, and they bring the builders to the plot. Then is when you start to sign the PPCs, the private purchase contract with the buyers, and normally in that gap, they increase the prices a little bit from the original pre-sale stage to the construction process, and then you have a plan for selling certain amount of properties, and as soon as they sell more or more the construction advance, they normally increase prices from 5 to 10% in this construction stage. Once you are in the construction stage, this is what I wanted to shoot this video right here, because we have different stages in this construction progress, right? The very first of any process is moving the land. We always see those trucks, that these are the ones who bring a lot of soil and nivellate the land. Also, after the land is already settled and prepared, they start to build what they call the platform. It's a concrete platform on top of the soil that has the exact altitude from sea level, that it's coordinated with the architect. And once you have the platform, the building can start going up. And this is the stage that we are right here in the phase 2 of Unique Infinity. And this is the block 11, 12, and 13, when on top of the platform, they started to build what they call the structure. This is like the skeleton of the building, and we are in the second floor already. As soon as they finish the penthouses, then the whole structure will be ready. And at this point, we are 30% of construction progress. As soon as the construction structure is there, then they can go to the next stage, which is called the albañilería, or just building the walls. Let's have a look to the other phase because there is a bit more advanced in the other blocks. In portals 7, 8, and 9, we can see that they're already building the walls. This is the moment when they start putting the bricks in the walls, when they start to build on over the structure, separating the apartments. This stage, once they started, we are more or less 1 year to completion. And at this point is when they started to look already as an apartment, and we start to see already what is the views that you can have. This is the moment as well where you can start and visit the project to check the views, to see which property have certain orientations, what's the best apartment with the better views. In portal 7, 8, and 9, in Unique Infinity, is where we have the best views because it's south facing. And even on this floor where we are standing, you can see the views are really, really spectacular. One of the very best of this project because the plot is like it has a slope down in front, and you can have views pretty much in every apartment. So that stage is the one, more or less 1 year to completion, and this is when it started to look like an apartment already. From here on the top of the penthouse, we can see the construction site very well, and this is a good example of the 3 stages of a construction. The structure is going on over there, they're putting the bricks on the portal 7, 8, and 9, and in the phase 1 of Unique, you see already the walls are white, and they are starting to work in the interior of the apartments. They started to put the floorings, the kitchen company is already installing all the appliances, the lighting, the plumbing, and all that stage. And this is something that I wanted to clarify for you to understand. As soon as we reach the 3rd stage of construction, which is working in the interiors, normally the developers build in different phases, and that's why, depending on the blocks, in the example of Unique, we have 2 different phases. The phase 1 will be delivered 2nd quarter of 2027, and by the time that the new owners will move to the phase 1, they still need to continue working in the phase 2 that will deliver in the 1st quarter 2028. But by that time that there will be people living in the community, we need to have all the amenities like the pools, we need the gardening, and in this point, they should be working in the interior of the phase 2, not to make too much noise for the people which are all living in the phase 1. So this is something that is pretty common in construction, in new developments, especially with big buildings, which are over 100 apartments. They divided in different stages, and in Unique, we just clearly perfectly see which are the different stages of this construction site. In September, stay tuned. Feel free to subscribe to my channel and stay tuned to my videos, because in September we will post a new video about the future showroom that is being built down there in the portal 6 of the phase 1 that is almost ready. I see a lot of stuff going on in the interior, and very, very soon we'll be able to shop inside. My name is Santiago Llera. I'm a local real estate agent here on the Costa del Sol in Spain, and I am specialized in new development. If you are an international real estate investor and you're looking to find the best project, the best new development for you, I'm your guy here on the Costa del Sol. Feel free to contact me to my website, santiagoyera.com, or just send me an email to santiago@santiagoyera.com. By then, see you in the next video.